But I had them put $1,000 worth of what's called SMTF. And SMTF is basically our token. You should just kind of think of it like a savings account. Leave it in there and just kind of watch what happens. And in, 5-10 years, it should be worth more.
I had been on the phone with my husband and I said, honey, water's coming in the house and I don't know what to do. And then we lost phone service. So for 3 hours, he and my oldest daughter and her husband did not know if we were dead or alive.
Still hard to talk about.
It's so wrong.
It's even harder for her. 370 something houses were picked up off their foundation, shoved into other houses, floated away, destroyed. We lost 20 people from our county. Of course, it's a small county, so we all know everybody, and people didn't have time to get out of their homes. They were rescuing people with jet skis, boats. I mean, in the middle of town, you saw a bass boat going up to a house to get people out.
That was always an indication. If it starts coming over the driveway, we probably ought to do something. So since both vehicles wouldn't start, my son and I was going to walk down the driveway a little ways. All of a sudden, it kind of started coming over the driveway, and I said, Corey, look, I've never seen it come over the driveway that fast. The next thing you know, I could hear this roar. And I said, Corey, listen, that's creepy. I start getting goosebumps. My 25-year-old, he went to go out, and I said, honey, your car wouldn't start. And he was already, it was up to his knees at our back deck, and it's never been ever gotten there. And so he was trying to wade back to the house, and it was just rising so fast. He was going to tie an extension cord off to the back deck to hold it to see if we could fight the current. And it had done kicked our steps up like this. And he said, Mom, it's too late. They put her up on the stove, and they helped me get up on the cabinet to stay out of the floodwaters. And the water just kept getting higher and higher, and we just started praying. It's all we could do. I had been on the phone with my husband, and I said, honey, water's coming in the house, and I don't know what to do. And then we lost phone service. So for 3 hours, he and my oldest daughter and her husband did not know if we were dead or alive. My two sons got on the dining room table, and as the house started breaking apart and settling and dropping, it was so hard it bounced them plumb off the dining room table at one time, and we sat there and prayed. All we could do as the house moved and broke apart, just watched it get higher and higher. I had told my sons, I said, y'all need to get the back door open to try to let some of the water out because it just kept getting higher. The current was so strong at our back door, it just ripped the door plumb off the hinges. We cried out to God for protection, and he did. He protected us. My husband and my oldest daughter and her husband had went down. He was on duty, and after he had seen a body go by, hearing the screams, he was useless. He thought we were gone. Right at the point of the bridge, you can see our house, but then you go on down and go down our driveway, and they couldn't get very close because the water was rushing over the bridge. My daughter and my husband pulled up as close as they could get and started to walk a little bit towards to where they could see the house, and they couldn't see the house. And my daughter just screamed out. She just dropped her knees and just lost it because she thought we were all gone. But it had moved it to the point where they just couldn't see it. We rode it out. TWRA got a boat through our yard and rescued her and I out. We had to wait about another hour and a half, 2 hours for the water to come down enough to get my sons out. We were fortunate. There were several that didn't. And I won't never forget the look on my husband and my daughter's face when we pulled up in that boat. They're so relieved because they thought we were gone. And then my husband died. He passed away. He was a police officer here. There was so much helping going on. There was shoulder to shoulder, and the chief had him sit in on several meetings for him downstairs in this boardroom, and it was just so packed. And nobody was worrying about a mask. You're just worrying about helping people. The property that I bought from the front yard, I can see where I buried my husband. So it's real comforting to be there. It's been rough, but it's been rough on a lot of people. A lot of people's gone through so much. This town will never be the same. It's brought out such good in people, Strangers helping strangers has just been a blessing to see.
We have this phrase called crypto for good. When it comes to his character, he wants to see how to pass it forward and how to use the resources that he has to help others. And we want to see what we can do in this situation to make things a little easier for you.
We try just about every week, and wherever we travel somewhere or go somewhere, we're going to pick somebody, find somebody that we think, could use it. And it doesn't even necessarily mean that they are, need it or have need. But maybe they know somebody that could use something. We set this budget of $2,500 every time we go do that. I want to give that to you, and then you take it and do whatever you want to do with it. In order to inspire other people to do more good, we got to show what we're doing. Know that you're going to inspire other people to do these same kind of things. Maybe just some act of kindness where they are. Maybe buy something for somebody at the store. Maybe see somebody that's having a hard time, or just give money to somebody that they just met on the street. Right? The things that you've gone through will help inspire other people to do good things.
There's a little thing that she and I like to do when we go through a drive-through. We'll pay for the people
Yeah.
behind, and we'll say it's in honor of Officer Triplett.
Yes.
You know, it kind of keeps my husband's memory
Yes.
alive.
Yeah.
So.